It was the summer after my 17th birthday when my family moved into the old Victorian house on Oak Street. The moment we arrived, I felt a strange sensation, as if an invisible force tugged at my consciousness. Little did I know that this house held a secret that would forever change my life. As we settled into our new home, I explored every nook and cranny, feeling an unexplainable curiosity pulling me toward the basement. The air down there was musty and the dim light flickered as I descended the creaky wooden stairs. Amidst the boxes and forgotten relics, I noticed an ornate mirror tucked away in a corner. The mirror was unlike any I had ever seen before, with a black wooden frame adorned with intricate carvings. Its surface was smooth and pristine, and it seemed to radiate an otherworldly energy. I couldn't resist but draw closer, and as I gazed into it, I saw something beyond my reflection. In the mirror's depths, there was a swirling vortex of dark, malevolent shapes. In the blink of an eye, the shapes transformed into grotesque creatures, writhing and snarling, each one more terrifying than the last. I stumbled back, my heart pounding in my chest, and the images vanished as if they had never been there. I tried to shake off the experience, convincing myself that my imagination was getting the best of me. But curiosity gnawed at me like a relentless beast. The next day, when everyone was out, I ventured back into the basement. Once more, I faced the mirror, the barrier between my world and the one trapped inside. This time, the creatures were even more vivid, their malevolence seeping through the glass. A shrill, bone-chilling screech echoed from the mirror, and I felt an invisible hand reaching out to me. I gasped, stumbling backward, narrowly escaping its grasp. The following days were filled with dread and fascination. I couldn't resist the temptation to glimpse into the mirror, but each time I did, the barrier between our worlds seemed weaker. The malevolent creatures appeared more frequently, and sometimes I could almost hear their whispering voices. As the days turned into weeks, I noticed strange occurrences around the house. Objects moved on their own. The air felt heavy with an unnatural presence, and shadows seemed to dance just beyond my vision. I knew that the horrors trapped in the mirror were trying to break free, and it was only a matter of time before they succeeded. Determined to understand and stop this malevolence, I delved into the history of the house. I discovered that it was once owned by a mysterious occultist who was rumored to have experimented with dark magic. Could this mirror be a gateway to the world he had tampered with? With each passing day, the barrier weakened further, and the creature's influence spread throughout the house. Fear consumed me, but I knew I had to face the horrors head on. I sought out the local library for books on the occult and ancient texts that might hold clues about the mirror. Among dusty tomes, I stumbled upon an ancient scroll that detailed a ritual to seal interdimensional portals. According to the text, I needed specific ingredients and an incantation to restore the barrier between our world. My heart raced as I gathered what I needed, praying that this would work. The night of the ritual arrived, and I stood before the mirror, my hands trembling and the incantation engraved in my mind. The malevolent creatures swirled around me, their presence suffocating. I began the ritual, chanting the incantation with all the strength I could muster. A blinding light erupted from the mirror, and the creatures screeched in fury. I felt a surge of power flowing through me, and I knew the ritual was working. But just as the portal seemed to close, a powerful force pushed back. The malevolent creatures fought to break free, their rage intensifying. In a desperate final effort, I poured all my energy into the ritual, and the barrier finally sealed shut. The mirror cracked, and the malevolent creatures retreated back to their dark realm, their screams echoing in my mind. Exhausted and victorious, I stumbled back from the mirror. It was over, but the experience had changed me forever. I knew the horrors of the mirror dimension would forever haunt my nightmares, but I had saved my world from their malevolence. Years have passed since that fateful night. The mirror is now locked away, hidden from the world, a powerful relic with the potential to unleash unimaginable terror. I've devoted my life to studying the occult, searching for ways to ensure the mirror's dark secret remains buried. But the horrors of that other dimension linger, and sometimes I still hear their whispers in the dark. I can only hope that my actions were enough to keep them at bay, to protect the world from the malevolent creatures that lurk just beyond the thin veil of reality. And as I keep this secret burden within me, I wonder if one day someone else will stumble upon that ancient mirror and unknowingly unleash the horrors once more.